Hey, welcome back, guys. So today we're at our first customer. This happens to be a storm cleanup, and this will be actually the first time loading with the new Log Arch trailer. So we got a 20-foot long piece of log out of this. I believe it's either a hickory tree or a white oak. I'm not sure which, but we're going to get this cut up and get it loaded. And then tomorrow we got to come back and do some chipping and shred up the rest of everything. So we're going to go ahead and throw you in the time lapse because it was quite windy today and all the audio is pretty well shot. So we're going to cut a few bits out of this video because it took about 3.5 hours to cut all this up, and we did quite a bit of shredding already. So let's get to it.
Gas it up. That yellow gas. Open up.
That chain's loose on that chainsaw. Okay, so what I'm going to attempt here is we're going to use the sliding stop on this that I designed into it, and so I guess you guys will see why I decided not to load logs like this anymore. Okay, so right here where he just pulled that pin out, there's a bolt that goes through a slot that I cut that's about 5 foot long or so in the outer tubing, and there's a nut welded on the inside tubing that is threaded into, and that basically keeps the log arch from falling the rest of the way over right now. And then as I get the hook up into the snatch block right here, then it will start bringing the log arch on. It'll just come on over, and now you'll see why I don't prefer this method.
stud on the butt end here. This way, the long way, 16 and a half. This way, about 16. Who are you texting, your girlfriend? Huh? Huh? Looking at stuff.
Okay guys, so we got all that wrapped up and we drove about almost 40 miles back to my house, and now we're going to get these logs unloaded.
Alright guys, we got the trailer unloaded and I went and checked the mail, and I got something in from Woodland Mills. I think it's my hat. So let's open this up, see what we've got. They really taped this thing good. Wow. I know I need a new knife, don't I? Need to sharpen it. I don't need a new one. Just need to sharpen it. Yep, that's what it'd be. My Woodland Mills camo hat. Look at that. Huh. Thank you, Woodland Mills. That's all right. I'm really happy with my mill. And this is just a little added bonus that they sent me whenever I left my review on their mill. It's 10 years. I guess that's how long they've been in business. Don't know if that's Realtree or not. Pretty close. That's all right. Let's see. It fits right out of the box. All right, so we got some old blue paint here that I'm going to put on the ends of these logs. I don't spend any money on that anchor seal. It just seems kind of expensive whenever I can go up here to a place that sells building materials and like paint and stuff like that. That's they sell a lot of discontinued stuff and paint that's been mixed wrong or something, and like the paint cost me like $5 for a gallon. So I think it's a lot cheaper for me to get that latex paint from them and slather it on the ends of these logs to help prevent the checking a little bit. It works pretty good as far as I can tell so far. So I guess let's go get some of that paint put on there. Now this is something I learned back when I was a professional painter. And I've got sawdust all over the top of this thing. Now I took this with me, and my intention was to put this paint on the ends of the logs while I was there, but then I had better thoughts. I didn't want to end up dribbling blue paint all over the customer's yard because I got these logs for free, and we're charging just a little bit, basically just enough to pay for our labor and gas to clean up the yard. What in the world is that?
Definitely something from our Air Force
Somebody
Base.
with a big motor or something. Anyway, so we're getting paid for cleaning up their yard. We got to go back tomorrow without the trailer. Whatever that is, it's got a big motor in it. It almost sounds like a
I
jet.
figured it out.
Oh, it's a couple of three airplanes.
That is sick. And they're in formation.
All right, that's pretty cool. So yeah, am I in frame? Make sure this is in frame too. Is that good? All right. So anyway, back to the little tip that I learned back when I was a professional painter, I guess you might had called me back then. But so anyway, to keep from having to buy new roller skins or mops, whatever you want to call them, what we would do is just leave them in the paint bucket. Then you can tap it back on like that, and then when you're done, you can actually tap it off. Something like this, if I could just, I don't want to get paint on my handle, so you get the idea, right? Kind of like the same way you hang a handle on a, see, I got paint on my handle. Gosh darn it. Oh well. So anyway, that works, and I don't have to buy another one all the time, and I don't have to get it all over my hands. Works pretty good. All right, if you want to spin that camera around over here, we're gonna slather some paint on the end here. Pretty simple, guy. So yeah, I get this paint for about $5 a gallon. So if I get a little bit of sawdust, a little bit of dirt in there, there's no big deal really. And see how I'm getting it all over the ground? I did not want to do that at the customer's property and have that on her ground. I mean, like to keep them happy, and it was that was a tornado cleanup. They just had a tornado go through the other day, and so we're not trying to make a bunch of money off of them or anything. We're just trying to cover our costs on it. I mean, I have to make a little bit of money to be able to pay for gas and pay my help. Give my kids a little bit of spending money. I mean, they're literally probably only going to make about $20 a piece, and I'm not going to make anything but putting gas in my tank. But I did get some free logs out of it. I'm not sure. I think this is white oak. And this one down on the bottom, the smaller one, it's got some major cracking going on. It probably goes quite a ways down it because of the stress of when it got toppled over and hit the ground. I don't know how much stress the tornado did to it. Hopefully everything turns out good. I may end up on these bigger slabs. I'm probably gonna slab those out and see if I can't make some coffee tables or something out of them. Glad I was able to get that down in the dirt. I needed some more filler in there, better coverage. Good old dirt. A little sawdust isn't gonna hurt. It'll come off there eventually, right? So where we were down there picking up these logs was in Cave Springs, Arkansas. Down there past Bentonville, by Rogers and all that. I think right there by the Walmart amphitheater, they got hit pretty bad. There was quite a bit of destruction we've seen down through there. It's sad. We were in the Joplin tornado, and we had, you know, our house wasn't personally hit in the tornado, but my wife, she was at work actually when the tornado hit, and she worked in Joplin, and so she was right in the middle of it, and it was pretty scary for us. I mean, I was on the phone with her right when it happened, and so yeah, I headed up there just right away and had to dig her out. She worked at a convenience store at the time. There was a lot of people showed up from all around. They come out and help with the cleanup effort and everything. And so I was more than happy to go help this lady out. Now, I think they had insurance, but that was besides the point. She had just posted free oak log for firewood, and so I sent her a message that said, you know, I want it for this log, and just don't let anybody cut it up. I'll cut it up, and I'll cut up the firewood, and we'll throw it in a pile. And then once we got there, she ended up wanting us to. I went ahead and brought the chipper because I figured we might get some work that would pay with it, and so she ended up wanting us to go ahead and start doing some chipping. She wants us to like chip everything up, and so I have to charge a little bit for that. Like I said, we're really not making any money off of it. It's basically just paying for the gas. So yeah. Then I'll just take a rag and wipe all this off, and it'll be clean, good to go. So anyway, today was a pretty good day. I got my camo Woodland Mills forestry hat in, their 10-year anniversary. Got to spend a little bit of time with my youngest son and teaching him a little bit about how you clean up a tree that's on the ground and how to take it down safely without getting hurt or hurting someone else. And we did a little bit of chipper shredding, as you guys seen in the video. And so I guess tomorrow we'll be headed back down there with just the pickup. We're not going to take the trailer with us. We're just going to take the pickup, and we're going to take the chipper shredder down there. We're going to chip up a whole bunch of limbs and stuff for them, help clean up their yard a little bit, and collect a little bit of pay for that. And so that's the plan anyway. So I hope you guys like this video. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do that. It should be right over there in the corner. Whichever, I think it's on this side here. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. We'll see you on the next one.